Maybe, maybe, maybe. Okay, let me get everything else working, if that is possible, if I don't screw up too much. Ooh, got a lot of, let's see, okay, hold on, guys. Sorry, I came running, then my wife has a whole bunch of people here. She has a big meeting, and I had to make lattes for everybody. Start live video. Okay, gonna start that. Okay, YouTube, it looks like there. Let me see what's going on. Now I'm sure I'm going to spill my coffee, and that will make things more exciting, won't it, huh? Let's see. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where we're going? Where we're going? Oh yeah, this session is just on real estate. Now I'll cover other stuff too. I won't only do real estate, so I'll do a lot of stuff. But that's what I'll start with. Now I want to start with real estate because I read in a lot of items that there's a lot of scams going out there with you know, for attracting people without a lot of money to get into real estate. And I hate it when I spill my guy. Yes, so do I. Still looking for a phone from that phone call. Oh, I owe you a phone call? That's it. Okay, if I do, it's, unless there's something, I mean, I forget a lot of stuff I do. But here, it's lesgo.com/talk. That's where you register to do the phone call stuff. Yeah, lesgo.com/talk. I'm sorry if I misled you or something, but email me if you think I'm crazy and I promise you something else. I'm at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Okay, and that I'd be happy to try to help you. I just said on the free stuff, boy, I'm really busy. Oh, a lot of scamming. Yes, yes, yes. Audrey, I'm still looking for the phone call. Audrey, I'm trying to. I'm not sure if there's something special. Joe from Harrisburg. Yeah, yeah. Email me if there's something I promised you that I didn't deliver on or something. I mean, I just have a habit of screwing up more than anything. So make sure that. Otherwise, the phone call thing is, let's see if I can write this here, lesgo.com, this is on YouTube, /talk, and you reserve a time, and then we do it for sure. Let's see, where the heck is it? Oh, I see, it won't let me do that, lesgo.com, yeah, okay. Okay, did that work? Ah, it got out there. Good morning, everyone. I'm on vacation every day because I love my occupation. See, that's what I think how we all should live. I feel so spoiled. I'm able to live that way. I just can't wait to get up in the morning and try to figure this stuff out in life. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. and it's really ironic because I'm here trying to help people figure out what to do with their lives. And I don't even know what to do with my life. That's you know, we're trying like hell. And that's why nobody can tell you what to do. And so don't, you know, if somebody's promised you they know the secret to this, and that's bullshit. You know, they're just trying to say what you think you'll give them money for. They don't know. And even with my work, I've been studying this 40 years and I still don't know the right answer. But I can give you alternatives, and that's all I think anybody could do, is give you alternatives. That's what I'm trying to do, is give them as cheap as possible, man. People charge tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, like these real estate courses or whatever people do. Man, they charge so much money for all that kind of stuff. And you don't have to pay that money. Why? Okay, let's see what Facebook looks like. Okay, I'm going to cover a bunch of things. That I set up a separate page on my service on Facebook. So if you maybe on Google or on Facebook, if you go to Facebook about Matthew Lesko and then My News, and put a space between all the letters, but Matthew Lesko, My News. Hi, Mark, follow us, Supporting Housing Inc. Supportive Housing Inc. Is that like supportive hose and things like that? Yeah, well, I'll take a look, because I'm always looking for items that could help other people. You know, I see your ink. I usually recommend mostly, you know, organizations, nonprofits, or government offices, because then I know you're getting a deal or free. You know, people trying to make money. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of you know, and we have to use them, and it's not. I'm against them, but for starting places, until you know the system, it's too easy to get sucked into something that you really don't need because you don't know your options. And that's the key, is knowing your options in life. Do you know your options? Like, do you know where your children are? Okay, a lot of these real estate courses are same as junk. Yeah, well, actually, in real estate courses, I mean, look, okay, Donald Trump had a real estate, remember, Donald Trump, or Trump College. So he was charging up to $30,000 to go to Trump College to learn real estate. Now, he uses government programs and everything, you know, for that, you know, and to me, I've never been to this course. I don't know, but I don't know why you have to charge $30,000 to learn about government programs. But more importantly about that real estate course of his, he had to pay $30 million back to people who took the courses. You know, because that's it. See, all these courses, they know how to get your money. You know, a lot of these real estate courses are the same BS junk, and where they charge outrageous. Yes, like Trump. So he did it. So I mean, that's a clue, isn't it? So I mean, why, you know, do it? Okay, if you really want to learn from somebody, don't even trust me, you go to a meetup. Okay, they're real estate meetups. These are people really already in the business. If all your options is the internet and talking to sharks who want to sell you something, that's not an option. You know, that's terrible. So you go to people who are already doing this, that are doing this and making money at it, and you could find them for free. They'll tell you, you could, you know, do all this stuff for free, and that's by going to you only need Bitcoin. Yeah, I get, maybe, yeah, I mean, that's growing, I'm sure. And so you go to meetup.org and you put in real estate in your city, and you'll see there's people in the area that are going through this, people who already got stuck on real estate courses and found out they weren't worthwhile, and all this kind of stuff. So you could find out ahead of time. So go there, find out about it, and actually, now I want to cover some stuff that I put together. I don't know if you could do this now, but I have a separate website now, or on Facebook, a separate Facebook page that I'm putting the stuff I talk about. So in other words, people say, hey, let's go, why don't you put the websites and things like that? Well, it's difficult sometimes. I talked about so many of them and all that kind of stuff. So I got something, Matthew Lesko, and then My News. Matthew Lesko and My News. And what I have there, and you'll see a picture of me in there with an American flag behind me. And that's from the Smithsonian Museum. This is an exhibit at the Smithsonian Museum. I went around photographer and we did some fun photographies. And then if you go on there too, you see a gift that somebody made about me in my closet. You know, from the Vice magazine did a profile on me, and they came up and I changed my suits in front of my closet, and this cute little GIF is there. Okay, so now if you go down on that, actually the Obamacare, I see one of the items, but this is a place now where I'm putting the things I want to talk about. I'll clip them and put them there. Now here, look at, okay, here it is housing. Look at this. This is Montana. I just did a research report for buying and fixing up a house or being a real estate investor in Montana. Okay, now look at this. This is a fund they have in Montana. See, how would you know about this? Family to Family Furnace Fund. Okay, these are grants to give you a new furnace, okay? To qualify, you must have gross household income be at least 50% of the median income. So it's not high income people, but you're going to get a grant. So it's thousands of dollars to get a new furnace. So, and that's what that's about. So there's the link You know, if you live in Montana, but more importantly, if you're not in Montana, what I'm trying to do with this is show you, hey, there are programs like this where you live. You just have to dig harder and just don't use Google. Google's killer, man. That's all you're going to find if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. You're just going to come people, because see, everybody else is using Google to get your money. So you have billions of people out there who want your money, and you can't. It says my battery is low. No, please don't be low. Please don't be low. Please don't. How low can you go? Did I pull that out? Oh, no, please, please. Okay, let me see where that battery going. Well, if I lose your Facebook, boy, I don't know. It seems like it's in there. Well, let's see what happens. I may screw up. Wasn't really prepared well for this today. I just came back from running, and like I said, anyway. Okay, so there's something. Okay, the next one here, look at this. Now, this is another Montana housing. Okay, look at this, and you'll see there. They do free ramps for people. So seniors, things like that, you need a ramp in your house. Okay, what are you going to do? Get a contractor and things like that? There's a lot of free money, no matter where you live, to get ramps. It takes work. That's it. So that's what I do. See, my research reports for housing, I go through and I show you every possible program for where you live. So I give you a report, 150 pages, full of all the sources just where you live. You'll never find, hardly any of those in Google, because it's all hidden stuff. See, it doesn't even say grants here, but they're paying for it for free. So it's really, you got to know like the stones to pick up, the stones to look under, like where do these snakes usually hang out, And so you see that kind of stone, and you pick it up and try to look and say, hey, there one of those snakes under there. Don't use Screwball to search for free money. I don't know what that is. Oh, maybe you said that means Google. Screwball. Yeah, it's screwing you, I guess. That's what you mean, huh? Good point. So you got to be really careful out there, and that's why to find this stuff. So that's what I mean. The whole thing, whether you use me or not, is to get educated about how to use Google, because you have to use the internet. It's the best thing available to find help and opportunities in the world, but you can't trust Google to do that for you. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to, it's like you say, well, I'm going to go and play football, in the Super Bowl today. Man, you're going to get your ass kicked, right? Because you're not practiced, you don't know, or whatever. You can't the same way with Google. You got to know how to use that sucker, and you can. It just takes work, takes effort, and trial and error. And the key, and you don't know the right way to do it, neither do I. But the key is just don't spend money, man. Don't spend money. That's all. Don't spend money, except on me. No, I mean even that. If you don't really know what you're doing or whatever, but I will show you the things. I mean, I've been doing research for 40 years. Okay, so that's another program. Okay, now here I think we get into some of the items that are the scams. Let me tell you about the scams. Oh, I'm losing. Oh, I got too many things going on my computer, and I got to close some of these windows. Maybe that's what I should do. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Work with me, work with me, work with me. Okay, they're loading up. Okay, let's see how that loads up. Let's see. Okay, where are we? Come on. Okay. Here's let's see some scammies here. Scammies from Miami's. Okay, here. Okay, market for fixer-uppers traps low-income buyers. Okay, now this is an article that was by the Let's see, New York Times article, okay, how the market for fixer-uppers, okay, so you see all these people, hey, this is a fixer-upper, you could flip this house and things like that, okay. Akron, Ohio, hundreds of broken down houses still dot the streets of this one-time tire capital of the world, a scar on the financial crisis of the housing bust. The wood has rotten in some, others have black mold, broken windows, etc. Dozens of these houses were scooped up by in the financial crisis by investors who then made deals with low-income home buyers unable to get traditional mortgages. See? The arrangement is something like buying a home on an installment plan with a high interest rate. Long-term loan called a contract for deed or land contract. So you have these investors buying up foreclosed property. They put some kind of money scheme onto it so you could buy the house, and really you're getting screwed, it looks like. But for the buyers, the lure of dream of home ownership, these seller finance transactions can become a money trap that ends with a quick eviction by the seller. Right. So what they're doing is they say, okay, you're going to buy a house and I'm financing your mortgage and all that kind of stuff, and you miss one payment, and I guess they throw you out in the street, and they got the house back and money from you for all this time, and you got nothing. See, and that's right. So that's a scheme. Okay, this is a scheme playing out across the Midwest and the South, where many of derelict houses have been sold to private investors by government mortgage firms at knockdown prices. Nationwide, there's more than 3 million people who are estimated to have bought a home through this contract of deed. 3 million people just got screwed. 3 million. Because what they do, after the financial crisis, the banks retreaded their lending so that with poor credit, this odd corner of the housing market began to draw interest in deep-pocket investors who sometimes sell the homes for 4 times the price they paid. They're selling the home to you 4 times the price they paid. Now, that's what I mean. God, you really don't have positive information on what is really true or not. So just stay away from anything that is the possibility of being bad. You just can't afford it, particularly if you don't have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, screw it. You know, that's gambling anyway. Okay, here's another one. Oh, no, that's for a smart Obama. We'll keep healthcare away right now. We'll do that later. Okay, Detroit, from the Motor City to housing incubator. Okay, now this is an interesting article. So you want to know about buying houses and being in the real estate business and flipping houses and all that kind of stuff. This still is taking time to load here. Let me close some of the items. Maybe we get this better. Come on, load, baby, load, baby, load, baby. Oh, where is the load? To load or not to load? Come on, where are you? In 2000, city bankruptcy gutted Detroit's housing. So, right, okay. Detroit, the Ford from Motor City to housing incubator. Okay, again, this is, okay, now in Detroit, Bank of America and JP Morgan, the country's 2 largest banks, trace their roots to Detroit back decades when they helped finance the city's once booming automobile industry. Okay, these days Detroit is still struggling to recover from the financial crisis, and the 2 banks have pledged to help resuscitate the city in its crippled housing market. So guess how many home mortgage loans these 2 enormous banks last year made in the city of 600,000 people. Okay, Bank of America did 18. JP Morgan did 6. 6 mortgages. So they're making a big, see, that's what these big people do. They make a big commitment. They're going to do this, save the world. They get a lot of good publicity, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And I couldn't use that because I was more towards low-income earners. I'm a middle-class citizen, have bad credit, and no savings. Where is the money for us? Oh, Mr. Duds. Okay, well, let me... yes, I mean, a lot of those first-time home buyer programs can go. It all depends where you live. There are all the programs. Email me about that, okay? So I make sure you see everything in that report. Okay, let's go freeradio@gmail.com. And if you don't hear from me in a day or two, just beat on me again, because I forget. But they're all the programs that are available. Okay, Bank of America made 18 and JP Morgan 6. Detroit's lead lender, Quicken Loans, made the most at 90. So they made the most mortgages. So they're saying that. Okay, today a house can be bought here for the price of a used Chevy Caprice. So you could get a house in Detroit for a used Chevy Caprice. But see, what I would do mainly, make sure you know about all the government programs. Okay, states acting to protect buyers from self-funded. Here's another one. Just like we talked, these seller finance homes. So that's what you want to stay away from. Here's another article. Okay, this is October 3rd. So this is last month, this article. Legislators in Midwestern states are taking steps to protect consumers who buy cheap and often rundown homes from investors through seller finance deals on rent-to-own leases. The legislative initiatives in Ohio, Illinois, and Michigan come as the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau continues to investigate activities of some of the large firms in the seller financing home. Okay, so that's another one. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Okay, you want to know, they're the people to check. You know, and if you have problems with any of these sellers, they're the people to turn to, because they'll go after them. They say within 2 weeks, they go after them. And usually within that time, they're getting people like $3,000, $10,000, $30,000 because they got screwed. So this is a great place to turn. Consumer Financial Protection, and it's consumerfinance.gov. Okay, so sales of rundown homes on long-term installment contracts, sometimes called deeds or land contracts, to people who could not qualify for a traditional mortgage. See, that's where you get sucked in. You can't get a traditional mortgage, so you go to one of these hucksters, you know, like payday loans. This is like payday loans for mortgages, you know, and you're going to get screwed. Seller finance deals can provide a path to home ownership because the monthly payments can be less than the prevailing month rents in some neighborhoods. But such transactions have a long history of abuse. Okay, right, land trusts. And Mr. Doob05, make sure you send me an email or something so we can connect. I try to help you with that report. But such transactions have a long history of abuse. Okay, so that's another one. Nonetheless, the deals have made a comeback for the past, and the housing crisis created simply a supply of foreclosed homes. Right, a Democrat representative. So they're introducing bills that would require property owners to solve any housing code violations and pay outstanding fines before selling the homes. So that means they're selling homes now that don't even pass code, you know, stuff like that. People just want to get a home and, oh, we'll take care of it, and you're getting screwed, you know. So you got to go legitimately, you know, and if you, particularly if you know something different, I mean, that could be. But if you're not studying this 24 hours a day, you're not going to know. So you have to be safe. You don't play safe. Yeah, I mean, you could risk to play safe if you know the business inside and out. If you don't know the business inside out, you can't afford, you know, not to play safe. And so how do you play safe? One place is go to your HUD counseling office. That's HUD, H-U-D, and then counselor. Just Google that, and you'll find people in your area, you know, that are doing that. And how to, yeah, I mean, they know the major programs and stuff like that, and what may be legitimate and what may not be legitimate. So they're the places you want to contact, okay, to start getting help. You contact your state housing finance agency. So whatever state you are, like, so you Google like Ohio State Housing Finance, again, and make sure it's a .gov or a .org, you know, and do that. Oh, I thought I had more here. Some states acting to protect, okay, higher Michigan. Okay, yeah, okay. So I think I got them all. But also like fixing up a house. Okay, there's grants for fix up. And if you don't have a lot of money, there's probably a better chance of getting fix up money. in a grant that you don't have to pay back. Now, where you look for this, there's a couple places. Now, again, everything I say, there's no one place that's magic that has it all. That's what I'm trying to do. So if you buy one of my reports, I say this is the place with all the programs, for this subject, whether it's housing or starting a business, a nonprofit. Same thing. Acquire property is the same. That's all real estate kind of stuff. So that's covered under the housing report. So I have one for housing, real estate. Housing and business, real estate, and then one that I'm doing now is what I call a state one-stop. So for every state, I will show you 300 sources of money. Grants, personal grants, money you don't have to pay back, income that costs nothing to get, except time. You have to do something for it. But these are websites that generate cash for you if you do something, but they don't charge you anything. There's too many people out there charging for you to work, and you don't have to do that. Training programs, how to get grants to train, to buy houses, to fix your sink, to pay your electricity bills, all this kind of thing. So that's in my state one-stop. Are you there? Are you there? Oh yeah, but it's starting at 0 again. So are we coming back? We are live. Okay, I guess we are live. Yeah. So that is oops. Oops, okay, he's back. I am back. Yep. Okay, any questions about this kind of housing? Oh, actually for fix-up money. Okay, so I showed you two, like in Montana. That's a nonprofit organization. Here's some other nonprofit organizations that fix up homes for free. Again, there's a lot of income. Yes, the free stuff is income requirement, housing. But on housing, particularly for buying a house, that could go up to $80,000 or more, $90,000. Look at the healthcare system now. Obamacare, you could be making up to $90,000 and still get grants to help you pay for health care. So it's worth trying. It's worth inquiring. So how do you get the fix-up money? Here are the places that I check when I research reports. Okay, there's two organizations, nonprofits, that do a lot of this. One is called Habitat for Humanity. So if you look at Habitat for Humanity, it's a .org. And the other one is rebuildingtogether.org. So habitatforhumanity.org and rebuildingtogether.org. And that's two places. They're in a lot of places around the country. Do this. The other thing you do is you call your local 211 and ask it for home repair. Don't say for grants. Don't say for anything, because you're just looking for financial assistance. You can't say grants. You're looking for home repair. And you do that. Then you do. You go to your state housing authority. There's a state financing authority. A state. So just Google with your state and just put housing finance. And see what comes up. And the websites you only want to look at are those that end in .gov or .org. Okay, grants and more for people with savings, high credit, and self-employment independent contractor. I don't know what that means. I have a house that I am trying to close, but the bank is giving me a hard time. Audrey, okay, I'm not sure what it is. Okay, if you have a hard time, okay, call the head counselor. They know everything about buying a house in your area. And that's what I saw. A YouTube video. A woman was taking about $500 a year for DVDs that she gets 500 grants. I don't think it's anybody I know. Did she say somebody got YouTube video? She got 500 grants a year, 500 a year for DVDs that she gets. 500. No idea what that is. I wouldn't be able to help you. I have a limited knowledge of this stuff. I'll read who's self-employed independent contractor. Yes, go to HUD counselor and see if they would know more options where you live, because everything's really on location where you are. And that's important to know. Okay, trying to buy a home, have a high credit score, savings, but no 9 to 5. Well, there's more ways to do that. I mean, I would look at alternative mortgages. Maybe there's some now on peer-to-peer mortgages. Why don't you Google peer-to-peer mortgages and see if there's mortgage companies like that, because they have other ways of defining that. So you're going to traditional banks, they're going to do the old school stuff. But there's new school stuff that don't go by the same matrices that these bankers have been doing the same thing for 50 years are using. So you have to use new stuff to do that. And I would start there. The other thing, one of the other places you're looking for fix-up money is your county government. If you go community development and then put your county name and your state, community development, county name, and your state. So if you get there, you get pretty close. You won't get right on the money maybe, but you'll be pretty close. Make sure it's .gov and see what kind of programs they have. If you don't find anything there, say it again. I didn't catch what you said, Audrey. So you have to call them to see. If you don't see it there, if you don't call them, you're missing stuff. Audrey, let's see. The USDA is giving home loans up to, yes, the USC does. And grants. Actually, it's mostly for seniors to fix up. That's what the USAID. Okay, Audrey, what do you, Audrey, say it again, Mr. Lesko. Audrey Newton, what Audrey Newton, okay. I have a house that I'm trying to close, but the bank are giving me a hard time. HUD counselor. Go to there, see if they could help you. These are free consultants, okay? Don't charge any money. They get grants to help you with any housing problem for free. So they know the local things in the area and options better than anybody else would, and they don't sell you anything. Anybody else you're going to find on Google is there to sell you something, and you don't want that because you won't know your options. All you're going to know is that your option is you got to give them money, and it sounds good, so you give them money. And that's stupid, but we all do it. I do it too. But it's really trying to stay away from that. Okay, so that's what you don't want to do. Okay. Okay, guys, listen, what do I have now? I still have, if you go to lesgo.com/tutor and you go to, on the left-hand side, I have State One Stop. I have a whole bunch of things. When you go to State One Stop, what I'm doing is now collecting. These things I used to sell for $80 are now for $59, okay? So they're cheap. I'm doing them the state because I've done so many, I could do it for the whole state. So you're able to start downloading them complete, not waiting for 2 weeks. I only have about 7 or 8 states that you could download immediately, but if your state isn't there, you can immediately download. You could order one for your state. I'll do it for the same price. I used to do them, you know, they usually cost $79, but I want to get these out as fast as possible. So if I give you a sale, you'll encourage me to do more states quickly. And I'll do one for your state, whatever it is. Like a guy wanted to do Rhode Island, I didn't have that, but he's going to pay $79, and I'm going to do the Rhode Island instead of paying the $80. I mean the $59 he'll pay instead of the $80, and I'll do that. But it's going to take me about 2 weeks. Okay, so it'll take me about 2 weeks to finish for your state if I don't already have it. So you'll see the states there. Also, I put up a new download ebook and a course on Udemy on the 10 best places to get a grants for nonprofit organizations. So if you want to start a nonprofit organization, these are the best places to start, and their video instructions, how to contact each of these offices, you know, to look for grants for your startup. These are the best. I've been studying, you know, grants for 40 years. I feel I'm the best person in the world who knows all this stuff. And so if you want to start a nonprofit, I show you here the 10 best places to get all the free help and money possible. Now, I can't guarantee you're getting it, but I'm guaranteeing these are the best places to start. And see, like anything in life, you know, I mean, you have to start somewhere, and that leads to something you didn't even know to ask. You may be, you know, starting the wrong kind of nonprofit or something, but you don't know until you start. You take your best idea now, whatever that is, and you start running. You start charging. You don't wait till it's perfect. If you wait for it's perfect, you're never going to start. Nobody buys perfect anyway. So you got to get out there with the half-assed idea, whatever it is you have, to start refining it with the help help of feedback out there. Your loved ones and friends, they don't know anything. You know, they're not going to give you money for it, so who cares what they care, what they think. You got to go out and talk to people who are going to possibly give you money so you know exactly what to do, whether it's customers or whether it's grant givers or whatever. That's the way to succeed, I feel, in our world now. Not sitting and building this perfect business plan. The perfect business plan, 90% of them are going to fail anyway, so screw it. You get out there and take the little idea you have and start getting a reaction from real people who have real money and are to see if they're interested in that. Okay? Okay, I'll be back soon, I'm sure. Lesko.com/talk. Let's make an appointment. We talk online for like $1 a minute. Leeds New York. And then Lesko.com/tutor. That's all the research and stuff. Okay, guys. Cheers. Oh, and Lesko.com/course. I have courses on Udemy now. Lesko.com/course. COURSE. Okay, and my Facebook. The items we talked about today. Oh, they're backwards here, aren't they? Oh God. Let's see if I could do this while we're. There it is. Okay. Facebook, Matthew Lesko, My News. So all the links to the articles and stuff, the websites I talked about, like fixing up your house and the scams that are out there, they're on that. So you could get them for free there. Okay. I did your research for you. You got one idiot in the world who loves doing this research because I know it's helpful. I love doing something that's of value to somebody, right? It's lousy life to do things that doesn't help anybody, right? Then what the hell are you doing? Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Cheers. Happy, what is it? Daylight savings time? Or undaylight savings time? Normal savings time? No savings time. It's free, though. You got an extra hour today for free. See what I give you? I give you everything for free. Even an extra hour at a time. Take care. Why can't I turn off Facebook? Why is it so hard to turn off Facebook? Come on, Facebook. Fish, yay.